Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, the movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf, presents it to the other, and discusses it at length. This week we've got coming off of my shelf 2003's Love Actually, written and directed by Richard Curtis, starring too many to name. We'll start just with Hugh Grant and Liam Neeson.
Good choices.
Emma Thompson.
Good choices.
And we'll dig into who else is in it as the time goes on. But here we are, David, back on the couch, one more week. Here we go.
Yep.
How are you doing, my friend? And what are your initial impressions of this particular film this holiday season?
I'm not doing that great. Had a bad sleep score last night, Phil. Negative 8.6 on the old ANS.
Yikes.
Not good.
No, negative anything, I suspect, is bad, unless you're playing golf.
That is true. And that's where I get a lot of positives, actually, ironically. I think it's the eating of the sodium or the sugars after 8 o'clock at night. As you get older, you can't do it.
Oh, interesting.
That's what it is. Otherwise, I'm fine. I had heard of this movie before.
Okay.
This is my history. You want me to
I want
that?
dig in.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I had the impression from hearsay, it might have been my sister, my brother, you,
Sure.
people, the internet.
Many people are saying.
People were talking about this movie, and I got the sense that it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a Christmas classic, they'll say.
Well, I'm pretty sure the word classic was thrown around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the ultimate
Yeah.
Christmas comedy.
And I'd seen like bits and pieces of it on TV during my cable subscription years
Yep.
until I finally had to give it up. It's just not worth it.
No, it's absolutely not.
But I hadn't seen it in full.
Coincidentally, I haven't had cable since 2003. There it is. You know?
Whoa!
Set me up there.
And that's my history with it. And I'm going to preface this episode because, that's my new word.
Okay.
Everyone's prefacing these days, so I want to preface. I want to be part of the preface people.
Everyone's prefacing.
Everyone's prefacing, and I feel left out.
Okay, get in there. Get in there early with a good preface.
Well, last week, by the end of the episode, you had blood coming out of your mouth because you had bitten your tongue so many times over the course of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Due to the Mark Wahlbergian effect.
Yeah.
And
bleeding out of my eyes, too.
And I appreciated that. So along with that and the fact that it is Christmas season, I'm going to be nice today.
Great.
Because my initial thoughts of this movie is it's pretty bad, actually. See what I did there?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think there's much love at all in this movie. I think it's misleading. And I was misled by all those people who kept saying, it's a good movie. It's classic. Did I watch the wrong movie?
Wow, coming in pretty hot, pretty against the grain.
We're kind of reversing roles here. As much as I hate to admit it, the movies that you bring off the shelf
are great.
They are typically safe bets to not hating them.
Sure.
You don't have Bruce Willis in it. You don't have Mark Wahlberg. You don't have an action movie with no plot or just too much plot.
Sure.
And I have tendencies to bring off movies that arguably aren't very good.
Sure.
I'll admit it right here.
People are saying.
Yeah. So this is quite the old switcheroo.
Okay.
In my opinion. I'm very curious to know why you chose this movie. Now, out of all times of the year, I can't figure it out, Philip.
It's hard to imagine, I know.
Yeah.
This is the Christmas movie of the year, my man. And in 2003, I loved this movie. And
everybody did.
Really? Now, if you had asked me prior to this week, I could have sworn it came out in 2004. I don't know why, but somehow this movie in 2004 felt like a thing. But it isn't.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Because the people I was hanging around with in 2004, I felt like we had all seen this together. And when I looked at the
But
time,
you were hanging out with the wrong crowd, if I recall that
totally.
year. So that's
rough year. But this is a movie I loved at the time. And it's a strange movie because I think you might be surprised to find out that my appreciation and love of this movie has only declined in the last 22 years. Yet, despite that, there's enough in it that I really, really enjoy.
Okay.
But fundamentally, it's like, how did I like this movie so much?
Well, I was going to ask you, I'm like, Philip, deep down, you must know this isn't very good. Like,
I think fundamentally,
you must know.
100%, 100%.
You're not an idiot, although I've gone on record saying as such. You're a bit of a film connoisseur,
Sure.
and I've grown to almost respect it. So I
We're getting
take
there.
your opinions about movies somewhat serious. So I'm glad to hear that your love for this movie has, like cars, depreciated, especially trucks, actually, more specifically.
Okay,
They
good to know.
depreciate pretty quickly
Sure.
after you buy them.
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they?
That's the question.
That is the question. I don't have the answer for that.
Yeah, it's shocking, but we'll get into all the reasons why right after we talk to Old Faithful
I believe we're on a positive streak on IMDb.
of successfully
Four Brothers
summarizing
was
movies.
a good one, if
Yep.
you recall.
Yeah. The synopsis reads, follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London, England.
Yeah, that's a win.
I'd say so. I mean, I have issues with the syntax, starting a paragraph with follows.
Oh, is there a syntax error?
Yes, absolutely. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Good job, IMDb. We'll catch you next week.
We glossed over, or we didn't talk about, Curtis.
Richard Curtis. Yeah.
Richard Curtis.
Yeah, writer-director.
Yeah.
He ultimately came to fame as a writer for Notting Hill and For Weddings and a Funeral, and this is his directorial debut. He went on to make other movies, of course, In Time and The Boat That Rocked and a few other things, but
with JT in time?
no, this one is Rachel McAdams.
Oh, yes. Now you mentioned it. I did come across that in his bio.
That's right. Yeah. So he is not someone necessarily with a particular flair. Obviously, his strong suit is the writing.
Yeah.
He's made his whole entire career on it. Yeah. I think this movie is written well and it's directed well enough. It has problems with its characters and the structure and the story. Ultimately, the story is a little sprawling and has a lot of pitfalls that I just don't think hold up, and we'll get into them. You know, I hasten to use the term problematic because I don't really live in that world ultimately. Like, I don't really judge things like that in my day-to-day life. But when watching this movie, I think to myself, why are some of these characters saying the things they're saying? Why are they doing the things they're doing? What is happening? And when I think back to 2003, I accept it because that's what the world was.
You were young.
And I've only kind of grown more aware and like a little more conscientious over time.
You were 24. You knew nothing about love.
Oh,
and didn't realize that none of this has anything to do with love much. It's more chemicals and other things.
Yeah, some pheromones.
Yeah, so you've changed.
Well, as a guy that loved love and loved movies about love, you can imagine this was a movie that kind of spoke to me for sure.
Well, something that I thought of actually about you and this director that you may have in common is you both like the idea of love. And I'm right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's certainly a fair assessment.
As an 18-year-old, as a 12-year-old, and
45-year-old.
Yeah, just the idea of it is always
the greatest thing
intriguing.
in the world, right?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
What's left if not love?
PlayStation.
You love your PlayStation.
I do. So I just think it fails in portraying actual real love.
Really? We'll have to dig into that because I think it actually does a pretty good job. The messiness, the dirtiness, the suspicion, the jealousy,
those are all great ideas.
Paradoxical conversations and such.
I think for everything I like in this movie, unfortunately, there's 2 things I don't. So that's kind of that's 33.33%.
Got it. Yeah.
Overall, like
that's your score.
It's a 3.3 out of 10. Apparently, certainly going to break the 6-7 mold this week.
Certainly, yeah. Clearly, it sounds like it. I won't go quite that low, but.
Yeah.
As you know, I spent many, many years working at an airport.
No.
Yep. And the listeners know that. And I have to say that this sentiment in 2003, this is 8 years prior to my working at an airport, was some of the reasons why I wanted to work at an airport. And consequently, when I worked at the airport, I saw this every day. It completely fulfilled me. I'd watch people come back from wars, come back from the Olympics, come back from trips, boyfriends and girlfriends, flags, flowers, signage. All of that was happening 10, 15 feet away from me as I worked in the baggage office. Yeah. And every time I could just feel the love emanating from that area. Real magical stuff in the airport.
I was going to ask you about that. I've been to Heathrow.
Yeah,
if you can believe it.
It's shocking that you've even stepped foot off this continent.
More traveling the last 5 years than I did in a whole lifetime before, and I didn't see any love when I was at Heathrow.
Wow.
I'm an anxious guy. I'm
Head down.
I am
grab my
stressing.
bag, get the fuck out.
I am just a whirlwind of emotions and feelings. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I saw people running. I saw people waiting. I saw people yelling. No love.
No love.
No love.
You're really missing out. You need to open your eyes because it's happening everywhere.
I'll be at an airport next weekend.
Great.
I will look for love.
Sure.
And if I find love in that airport, multiple airports, I'll be in like 4 or 5, I'll issue a correction.
Yeah, the sentiment is...
Because if you're not looking for it, then maybe you're not going to
maybe.
find it, right?
I mean, ultimately, it's not love of you or for you necessarily. It's that love really is, as they say in the movie, all around. It really is, especially in those kind of moments, these heightened moments, where you've been away for months, weeks, days, and someone's there with a sign. Your kids are running down the escalator to see their grandmother.
Oh, of course.
It's magical.
That exists. I'm just saying there's a lot more people just on regular business trips that have to do it. And that's the people I see, the ones in a rush. Got to catch my next flight.
Sure.
Got to be at that meeting in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I don't see the, yay, daddy's home.
Oh, well, again, I spent hours and hours and days there.
Who can compete with somebody who worked at the airport?
Fucking magical.
You're going to see it all.
Yeah.
And I imagine during Christmas.
Oh, my gosh. We had a little mariachi band sometimes. We had Dickensian carolers walking up and down. We had a string quartet. They built the big tree. It's just incredible. It grips me every single time I watch this movie. It's like the first hook. And there are other off-ramps throughout the movie where things don't connect that deeply or have decimated over time. But this scene, this commentary, nails it every single time.
Out of the 8 couples, we get Billy first.
Yeah, Billy Mack.
I like Billy Mack.
Yeah, he's steals the show.
This is one of the things I remember from watching it on TV is this character.
Oh, yeah.
He stood out for me then. So
He's great. He's great in a movie called Still Crazy. That's the first time I saw him. I believe it was the same year or the year before. And Bill Nighy is not a guy I knew at all, but those 2 movies in the same year, I was just like, this is my guy.
Yeah.
And I don't really follow him much anymore, but for those couple of years, I was just like, this guy is incredible.
It's a fun character.
So much fun. It looks like he's having an absolute blast.
Yeah.
His movements, all his gesticulations.
Yeah. I liked how he's almost sitting.
Yeah.
But not quite. There's a chair there.
Yeah.
And he's just about 3 inches from sitting on it. Like, that's actually quite a good workout.
Absolutely core.
Yeah, it is core, 100%. And he's got the arms and
Yeah.
It's a great scene. And I'll tell you, as much as I may have given you the impression that I did not like this movie. And
when you said I didn't like this movie, is that the impression
possibly,
you might?
I will say it's not starting off on the wrong foot.
Okay.
I enjoy generally the first 30 minutes of this movie, and it starts with Billy Mack here and now.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to set up the movie. I think we have an ability to kind of know that he is obviously a little over what he's doing. He's aware that it sucks, which I like, and he's struggling, which makes sense because he's just like, I know the old one. And it's like, yeah, but this is the new one.
And his character just gets better and better.
Totally.
Yeah.
We use that throughout the titles basically to set up all of the characters.
Yeah, each one gets their own introduction.
Yeah.
They all deserve it.
Well, it's a big cast in terms of size, but also in terms of talent. These are all actors that have careers prior and have gone on to large, careers after. So
absolutely.
And the first one we get is Colin Firth.
I love Colin Firth.
And his wife, whom nobody knows.
She's not in it for long.
She's not in it for very long, but she's not feeling well.
Seemed fine to me. And watching it the second time.
Yeah, eventually yes. But she's in a rush to get him out of the house.
Yeah.
And then we move over to Liam Neeson, whose wife is dead.
Yeah. He's always trying to one-up Colin Firth. Your wife is sick, mine is dead.
That's right. He's a little upset about this, so he calls his good friend Karen, played by Emma Thompson.
And what a joy to see her.
The great Emma Thompson. Let's just call it what it is.
No argument here.
So she is now setting up that she's the mother of this child who has the lobster, the nativity play.
Okay, yeah. Bullshit.
Pretty funny.
That's stupid. Lobster in a Christmas pageant. I'm out.
That's right. Stupid. Speaking of stupid, we also have Colin. He delivers some sandwiches to an office where Alan Rickman and Laura Linney both work.
Yeah.
Then we have Jack and Judy, who are stand-ins for porno.
Erotic at the
cinema.
very least. I don't know if it's hardcore. I always found that quite interesting, the whole stand-in thing. I didn't quite get it. Seinfeld has a couple episodes where Kramer is a stand-in to Mickey playing the kid, and it's just all for lighting.
Absolutely. It's a great job if you can get it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you don't need to act. You just got to.
You literally have to be the physical size
Yeah.
and shape and shadow and shade
Yeah.
of somebody else.
Yeah, and I got a kick out of it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's the stupidest subplot in the whole movie. And it's just there to show Joanna Page's boobs. And I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Fundamentally.
Yeah.
But it serves no purpose. If I look at this movie as a whole, and we'll get to the other stages in a moment, but if I look at just this segment, everything about this segment can go and the movie doesn't change.
That's correct.
And that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, you can leave this one on the cutting room floor, as they say in the business, Phil.
That's right.
And you could probably do it with a few and you have better quality by trimming the quantity.
Potentially. But from Jack and Judy, we go to the wedding of Juliet and Peter, whose best man is Mark. These are a lot of names. Keira Knightley, Chiwetel Ejiofor, as you may recall from, he was not one of the brothers. But he was
coincidentally
the antagonist.
And I don't know when you chose to do this movie, but imagine you've had it on your short list for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just another wonderful coincidence.
It's such a bizarre state of affairs sometimes.
Yeah, and it's not the only thing.
We find these connections. How did this happen?
It's weird.
Movie's been around for a long time.
Yeah. Wasted, though, in this movie.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, to be clear about that part.
Coming from watching him in Four Brothers, where he is all personality, all gravitas. He was the highlight of that movie, if you recall, for me. Like one of the real high points of performance. And here he is completely nondescript, completely flat.
He could have been Victor Sweet, and we don't even know it.
That's right.
Like that could be his name in the movie. Might as well be.
Doesn't have a lot to bring to the table. Not unlike Mark here, who spent most of the next 15 years of his life playing Rick Grimes on The Walking Dead, but just got locked into this series and wrote it out for as long as possible, and he's still milking it. So
people do that. Look at Victor Newman.
Totally. Yeah.
60 years.
Yeah, brilliant guy. And the introduction to this point of Keira Knightley, luminous is the word I have. And I don't actually like her that much as an actor, and I don't know that I find her the most beautiful girl in the world, but in this particular shot, as she comes from the fog and the low light, it's luminous.
I looked up button in the dictionary, and it's just a picture of her because she is as cute as one.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love Keira Knightley now.
I am a fan.
I mean, she's a poor man's Padme.
Yeah, another one.
But hey.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? I mean, she gets criticized for her teeth.
Does she?
She has been. Not by me.
This is another
The internet is a cruel, cruel
Sounds
world.
like it. You pull these gems out and like they hate her teeth. They don't like this guy's hair.
Well,
okay.
She smiles and she's looking like she's trying not to show them. And that's what makes her so adorably cute.
Gotcha.
That I'm not trying to show my teeth, but I have to. And
as a button.
Yeah.
She smiles a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
So I don't.
And I think she's got a beautiful smile. I think she's a beautiful actress. I think she's amazing. And
she was in a movie, I think the year before this, that I saw called The Hole.
What's that about?
It's about a group of teenagers who in London who have a weekend getaway from school, and they find a
hole.
Yeah, it's like an old vault or an old tunnel system or something like that,
Oh.
and they get locked in there for 2 days.
Well, that's not ideal.
And their friendships and their relationships disintegrate, and there's some violence in there. It's a really unknown movie, but I really got a kick out of it. And finally, we've got Hugh Grant, Richard Curtis Staple from Notting Hill in Four Weddings and a Funeral. He plays the Prime Minister, just elected, it seems, just coming into office, meeting his staff, and his chief caterer, Natalie.
Natalie.
Little chubby.
If you say so.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, thighs like tree trunks.
That's right. She's another actually pretty luminous character.
Oh, yeah,
great smile. I like her energy, swearing.
The girl next door, I think, would be the term.
Literally next door to Mia.
Yeah.
A little later.
Unnecessarily, but yes.
There's the payoff.
Yeah. That reeled me back in, buddy, let me tell you.
Like, wait a minute. They are connected. Everything is connected.
Awesome stuff.
They're all connected ultimately to the wedding, right? Which is the first real set piece, if you can call it that. That was all montage. Yeah. You're setting up the stage. Who's who? Where are they at? And Mark is constantly saying, there's no surprises. There's no surprises. There's no surprises. Brazilian hookers,
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise.
That they were men. Sure.
Hey.
He takes ownership. He acknowledges.
No judgment here.
Rough couple of days, certainly. And we get a scene that I find defying logic to me, yet completely warm.
Okay. I missed the defying logic part.
The idea that certain sections of the stands have instruments
Yeah.
tubas, if you will.
Yeah, of course.
But like a horn section and a flute
Strings,
section,
flute,
strings,
everything.
all of these things
Brass.
are all in the wedding pews. I think to myself, this wedding has a third less people because who are these strangers sitting in the...
It's the trade-off, buddy. Do you want your drunk uncle there, or do you want someone playing the tuba?
I think it's
That's my
fantastic,
question.
but I'm saying if I turn around and I look behind me at a wedding, were I to have had one, I might have noticed that a third of the people in the audience, I don't know.
It fooled me.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because I was busy thinking about this reel that's come up a couple of times in my algorithm, in my feed.
Okay.
And it's in tourist areas in France and other places. And people are just walking the streets. And all of a sudden, someone starts singing Bohemian Rhapsody as an example.
Okay.
Then up in the windows,
Yeah.
people come out with their trombones and you get the guitar and people just keep popping up.
Yeah.
And it's this whole thing, which I think is real.
Flash mob.
Oh, is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah.
Being orchestrated for the tourists.
Yeah. Flash mob.
Okay. Say it again.
Flash mob.
Flash mob.
Yeah. It's like a stage situation. Everybody knows choreography. Everybody knows the music. Everybody knows the thing. So there's a beautiful one at the Vancouver airport that is set around Christmas time.
Okay.
Where out of the blue, people drop their suitcases and dance, and there's a band, and it's a whole thing. I'll post it on the Facebook page.
How long has this been happening for?
At least for 25 years.
And
I think it had a peak in that early to mid 2000s and then dissipated over time. But for a chunk of time, it was a big, big deal.
Okay. But that was what I was thinking about during that scene. So the logistics of it, I'm letting it slide, buddy.
It doesn't bother me because it's so sweet. And that song, All You Need Is
sweet.
Love, the Beatles song, there is a line in that movie that can...
You need more, but...
I don't think so.
I think you do.
The line in that where they say, nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be, is a line that through the ups and downs of the last 10 years of my life have spoken to me in very distinct and powerful ways.
That's funny. You've had your ups and downs for the last 10 years. Didn't notice. Same guy, whole 10 years to me.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm not the most observant guy either.
Yeah, well, you don't find any love in airports. I mean, you're obviously a head case.
No argument. All right, Phil, just so I can stay focused here, let's check in with each of the couples.
Sure. What are the characters?
Couple, whatever.
Yeah.
Most of them are couples, but
some, not one guy.
Well, the first one, I guess, if you want to go in somewhat of an order here, is Colin Firth's character, Jamie.
That's the one, yep.
Very efficient storytelling.
Correct.
He gets home after the wedding.
Post-wedding, pre-reception.
Exactly. The old in-between, because he's a good husband.
Sure. Checking out on his sick wife.
Exactly. I would do that.
Yeah.
What my wife wouldn't do to me, though, is find my brother there. Certainly not.
Certainly not.
And her dialogue is simply to say, hey, I am cheating on you.
Yeah, it's not real at all.
Exactly.
I want to have you 2 times before to come on.
Yeah, it serves a purpose, but it's very scripted.
Yeah. This is one of those couple stories doesn't do it for me. But that's something that occurs in real life, those affairs, those sibling things.
Yeah.
And when it happens, you want to go off the grid. So he just goes to a cottage. He says, I'm going to write a book and live in France for a while.
Yeah, I got the impression he was not in the US of A.
No. Well, no one in this movie is, so...
That's a good point, Philip.
So you're just getting the impression of that is challenging.
No one's in Oklahoma today. But you're right.
And who I would kick off the movie is Colin.
Not Firth.
No.
The character
Colin, who is easily the Francis candidate for me.
I would agree if he was in it more.
He is in it enough to make it a Francis candidate.
Really?
Absolutely. Definitely a nominee. It boils my skin.
Interesting. I had a terribly big issue with his storyline.
Oh, we'll get there for
sure. But with him himself, I thought he was perfectly fine. Now I'm going to have to go the other way on this one,
Hard
Phil.
to believe, but I hate him. I hate every moment he's on screen. Except this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, come on.
He's catering. Bumps into the caterer. All of that is funny.
Yeah.
You know, dodgy food. Oh, you know, wish you had done this one. I did. It's a good joke and it's a good moment, but I would sacrifice it for the greater good.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to laugh at the funeral scene. I was confused, and I found that with the writing on this movie in a few spots, I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do.
Interesting.
Is this trying to be funny? I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling right now.
Well, that's my experience at funerals. I've made a lot of jokes at funerals, and then I've also trying to balance the fact that, like, oh yeah, there's my dead mom over there. Like, I'm really sad and I'm really emotional, and then also you got a couple of one-liners in there just to try and change it up.
You got a microphone.
Well,
doing a bit,
a little bit sometimes.
What's the deal? I've only really been, and I'm very fortunate for this, primarily at funerals that are for people 80, 90.
Like, they had a good run.
Yeah, they had a life, so I've been very fortunate, knock on wood, that I've been in that experience.
Totally.
A couple exceptions.
Did you make any jokes over there? Or?
No, I turned that off there. I'm friendly, I'm nice, but I can't do the
I'm not like doing a 10-minute setup here. I'm just, you have the guy next to you, my brother or somebody, can make a joke about something that happens is all. So clearly he and his wife there have somewhat of a relationship where it is playful, because she talks about, not over your dead body, over mine. Like, that's a funny line. And I love that song. And so it obviously is a counterpoint to the somber bit. And watching Neeson, who I think partly because we've watched a couple of his shitty, like The Commuter, these kind of shitty revenge movies.
You like Commuter. That's the train one.
Yeah, I didn't like the ending, if you recall. I like certain segments
Source Code you like. We went through a whole train phase.
I did Source Code I prefer. But watching him perform, it's a reminder that he used to be a real actor.
Absolutely.
And what he's been doing now is totally fine, but watching him in The New Naked Gun, or watching him in Commuter,
or Taken 3.
He's obviously done something different, and it's fine. Like, his career is his own. But in this moment, in this scene, watching him stare out with the slideshow going behind him and eventually picking up the casket, it's really a powerful, short moment. And having the ability to counterbalance that with what eventually becomes his relationship with his son.
Yeah, Sam.
Sam becomes his new plot, if you will, and how playful and open he is to him.
Absolutely.
I find is a really great performance.
Yeah, Liam Neeson is amazing in 2003. He's amazing in the late 90s, Qui-Gon Jinn. Like, come on.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about that.
But moving away from the funeral, let's up the energy a little bit here, Phil. And we had the wedding.
Yeah.
And you know what pairs well with a wedding?
The reception.
The reception.
Yeah. Yeah, you know better than anybody.
I assume we're sober for your own.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing about that. The DJ makes or breaks the evening.
You're putting that much on the DJ.
And when they're not up for the task, you feel it. And this movie calls it out for what it is, and I stand by it. You come into a DJ, you give them a couple requests. You say, you know what? Don't play these 3 songs. Just off the books. Just take them off.
That's an easy request, too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what? After the father and daughter dance, play something up-tempo.
Bring it up.
Let's just go. We don't need the rest of it. Let's go. And then you get Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. You pay the money.
Yeah.
You pay the money. And that's a song that I love.
Oh, of course. Find someone who doesn't like that song.
Exactly. But it's so generic and trite and does not belong where I specifically said, do not play something slow and soft. And he did it, and it pisses me off still to this day.
I can see that.
And so when Laura Linney is talking about how terrible this DJ is, oh my God.
Drudged up some old
Absolutely.
DJ memories.
Now, he didn't play Puppy Love, so I will say I probably had a better situation.
Yeah, that was bad.
And of course, you've got the stupid scene of the DJ making that passion face.
That was funny, though. Actually, when you're trying to be funny and have a moment like that, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, Mark.
Yeah, it is.
She asked him if she was in love with him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's constantly just staring at the two of them.
Okay, and she just picked the wrong one.
And he doesn't talk to her at all.
Yeah, he's mean to her.
Is how
That's how you play it. That's how you play it, buddy. Pull her hair while you're at it.
That's right. From grade 2 all the way on. You know who's always the life of the party is Alan Rickman, a guy we have yet to talk about, despite him being a Christmas staple.
I was going to mention it to you that we glossed over Rickman. Yeah.
It's shocking.
It's a sin. I think we know why, though. We're used to him being such a big character.
Certainly the 2 movies we've talked about is Hans Gruber and the Sheriff of Nottingham are very big characters.
He's theatrical, right?
Yeah.
He's stage theater, but he plays a completely different character.
He's kind of frumpy.
Frumpy, yeah. Grumpy, one would
and
say
also
as
grumpy.
well.
Yeah. That's the lesser known, the frumpy dwarf that no one talks about.
How did you like him in this, though?
I don't really like him in this.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not alone,
Not your fault. I think he's so laconic. I think he's so dialed down And he has really one of my least favorite lines in the whole movie, which we'll get to. But
There's a lot to choose from.
so that, I think, hurts him generally. I think he's fine in it, don't get me wrong. But I think the energy is so low that I feel like he's not getting there.
He's too low. I thought he would play that perfectly.
I think he's totally...
No, you can't go back now.
I think he's totally fine
You
in
said he
the
was
front,
terrible.
But he's not... I don't really love the performance.
Okay, well, I think he nailed it.
All right. Well, tell me why.
I got the sense this is an unhappy middle-aged guy.
Yeah, it has no joy left in his life. I get that for sure.
Yeah.
Believe me, I look at across the couch here and I see it.
I'm fine compared to him. I'm doing quite well.
You're doing
compared.
just fine, 100%.
Maybe I'm just being lenient because it's Alan Rickman, or because people on the internet didn't like him.
Oh, yes.
I
You'll
have to
defend
be.
him.
I have to go the opposite.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe less than... just the character is maybe something I don't like.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that was one of the strongest storylines.
I think
the
so
movie.
too, but it's mostly an Emma Thompson thing. But what he's doing there ultimately is to establish Laura Linney's storyline, her arc, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
She's in love with Carl for 30 minutes less than she's worked at this particular office, which I thought was a cute introduction.
Yeah, it's something.
And he's saying you should go and make your move.
Yeah, I would assume Harry would have had this conversation a year and a half ago, though.
Sure.
Like waiting
The last Christmas? Or,
Well, there's been lots of opportunity. It's been almost 3 years, and now they're having this conversation.
Yeah, my bigger issue with that is she asks, does Carl know? And he flippantly says, yes. So to me, the ball is as much in Carl's court,
if not more, because
of traditional
yeah,
cis male.
didn't want to say it.
Yeah. Paradigms.
Yeah.
But there is that piece of thinking, okay, if they both have the exact same information,
and he's done nothing,
and she doesn't know that he likes her at all, because they're not having this conversation with Carl saying, well, everyone knows you're in love with Laura.
Let's get him in the same room. Let's just attack this.
So if he has more information, then you would imagine that he would be more willing at any other point to make the move. It's just a noteworthy thing. I don't think it derails the entire plotline.
What bothered me more about this scene is when she leaves the room and her phone rings with that Nokia ringtone, which I love.
Classic.
Jurassic Park 3. I know you haven't seen it. Spoiler alert. And she asks Maya to turn down... Is it Mia?
Yeah.
Okay, Mia. I got it.
Yeah.
To turn down the radio.
Yeah.
You don't need to take the call there. This is a mobile phone. Don't interrupt Mia's entertainment.
Sure.
Go over there and take your effing call.
That makes complete sense to me.
Hated it. Really, the second time I watched it, maybe it was the sleep score. I don't know. But it really irked me. And I had to pause the movie and take a break.
Wow.
I had to pee.
Okay.
Yeah. So drank a lot of coffee.
And a break anyway.
A lot of sleep score, drink a lot of
That's
coffee,
right.
you know.
Mia is listening to Billy Mack's Christmas song.
Wow.
And so the idea, I think, was also turn that shit down because they all made like ugly faces at it. But that's a good point about you have a mobile phone, get out of there. Didn't quite take me out so deeply as you, but it is something to kind of nitpick for sure.
I was in the cell phone business, buddy, so I'm very sensitive to these types,
You forget,
types of
so
things.
was I, basically.
No, you weren't.
Kind of.
You were
I was in
renting
the
movies.
Store. I was in the store.
Yeah, there's
when
a reason
when
why.
cell phones were happening, I was there.
Not in that section, though.
No. And
You're way over in the candy
as far
section.
as possible.
Yeah.
And if it were just me there, I would send them someplace else. So I mean,
Yeah.
I was in the biz, but adjacent.
Very loosely. I can scan this phone and sell it to you, but
I don't want to.
But I'm not signing you up on any contract. It's too much work.
That's right. I will scan.
Yeah.
You could pay full price.
Yeah, you got to
or
buy it
nothing at
outright.
all.
It's probably for the best at that time anyway.
Oh man.
But now that you mentioned that was Billy on the radio,
He's a bit of the through line throughout. There's
Yeah,
the
I
video,
guess-
there's the songs always playing. It's the only way you connect to anybody.
I just like when he's on screen because the next scene is him doing the radio interview.
Great scene. After they tease him, make fun of the song, it
Yeah.
sucks. And he's like, actually, Billy's my next guest.
A very candid conversation. And that radio station's not used to that.
Not in Watford.
Have you ever been to Watford?
No.
You really should.
Probably went through it on my way from Gatwick, or from Heathrow into town, probably.
I think they have a soccer team.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
A football club?
Probably not a very good one. I don't know.
Wow.
It's more Liverpool over there and
Chelsea.
Manchester City.
Yeah, there's lots of,
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Went to a Chelsea game.
But ultimately calls the record crap. I just love Billy's attitude towards it because I know that this is going to work.
Yeah.
This song will become #1, even if I haven't seen this movie.
Yep.
Just because that's the way it works. You hate on your own shit.
Yep.
people will like it.
Totally.
That's the
People want to believe that you're shooting straight with them.
yeah.
One of the things, though, that I dislike wholly is the Britney Spears joke.
Oh yeah,
That's one that sort of sticks
inappropriate.
out. When I think about 2003 Britney Spears and then like what
Yeah,
that
what-
chick
what-
went through with like the
Yeah,
paparazzi and shaving her head and the kids and like all that life.
her dad. Why are you taking a shot at her?
Yeah.
This movie does a couple of things, and I think one of them is taking shots at America in general.
Mm.
And I think she's caught in the crossfire
Could be.
for some reason. As we'll get to some other American stuff soon.
Totally.
But, I like Britney. I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know her either. It just felt like this is a cheap, easy joke.
Yeah.
And the movie does make some cheap, easy jokes, and it sticks out when it happens.
No place for it.
Just leave her alone.
Yep. It's not funny. Wasn't then, wasn't now.
Exactly. But he is funny. Billy's basically kills this whole time.
Billy's great. Overall.
That's right. Now,
He's just
speaking
reading the script. It's not his fault.
Speaking of cheap and easy, we've got Natalie.
Oh, I don't know about that, buddy. Take it easy.
More about the jokes. So we have an
Uh-huh.
opportunity here to show what is clearly a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she's nice. I like her. Brunette, right? You know how I feel about brunettes
Of course.
generally.
But we get her explaining her boyfriend's situation as
Mm-hmm.
unpleasant, unhealthy,
He turned out not to be very nice.
not very nice. Called her fat often.
Called her fat, thighs like tree trunks.
Yeah. And this is a running theme throughout the movie, and it starts
You
really
picked up on that?
here.
Uh-huh.
This movie, and we'll get to it throughout, but I'm shocked. And this goes into the things I was saying, was I don't remember in 2003 it sticking out quite so badly, but the more times I watch this movie over the years, these are the things I have zero patience for. There's so many fat jokes,
I don't think they're fat jokes because they would have to be funny to be a joke.
I guess.
So,
But a lot of fat comments and shaming. This movie at times feels like it hates women. Like it's really angry towards
a little bit.
women in weird ways, and it pops up here and there. And this is the first instance where I just was like, God, it just turns my stomach to see that.
It's more than subtle.
Absolutely, it's so on the nose.
Maybe not so much about, hating women. I think that's a little strong, but the fat jokes, it was glaring to me.
Yeah.
Like they went out of their way to do it.
and
Like,
not just to her. Like it's to her.
Oh yeah, there's multiple.
multiple throughout. If I'm a young person watching this movie, this holiday Christmas classic,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
and just this through line of you're ugly or you're fat feels incongruous to what I want to watch in a Christmas movie.
It's pretty bad when Hugh Grant's like the honorable one in the movie. He's the one that's always defending it. It's
Absolutely.
like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he gets my favorite line a little later.
But not to take anything away from some sweet scenes. They do exist in this movie.
Mm.
I learned something from you over this last 5 years, Phil, if
Mm.
you can believe it or not, is even if I really dislike a movie,
Yeah.
I think it's really bad, it's terrible,
Uh-huh.
there are still moments in the movie that are good and it's worth talking about. And I'm referring to one that just happened just before this one, actually, I believe, was on a park bench,
Yes, that's right.
which I like benches, generally speaking, especially those that are situated in a park.
Yeah, you've made this very clear.
I have not. I have not, and you know I haven't, but I am making it clear now.
Put it on the record.
Daniel and Sam.
Yep.
Do you think it makes a difference that it's his stepson? I'm just asking this because I thought it was his real son, and then he mentions his stepson, but I think it works either way.
I think it totally does. In
Yeah,
fact,
okay.
it leads to what I think is a pretty cool moment that unfortunately is deflated right after, which we'll get to as time goes on. But there's something about the stepson's stepfather relationship
Mm-hmm.
that you take the mom out, you take the blood relationship.
Sure.
And
Okay.
how do you fit in? And I think that's a great dynamic that I would have rathered actually watch more of.
Mm-hmm.
The storyline is great.
Yes, it is one of the better ones for sure.
But I think there's room in that type of story for a whole other movie.
Yeah, because
about
of the way
how
he,
that relates.
because the way he talks to him, it's like your buddies. He swears,
Yes.
not in a bad way.
No, of course.
It's appropriate what he's saying to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I really do like their relationship. They're on almost like on the same level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're trying to relate to one another. You don't
Yeah.
know how long they were together,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't really matter because you can go a long way with performance.
I
That's
think
the
it
point
matters.
of actors. You don't need a time 3 months together
Well,
or whatever.
I mean, the relationship he has with that kid, if him and his mom were together for 2 weeks versus 10 years, I think it matters.
Well, it matters, but you don't need to see a title card to show you. You can get the vibe that these two people have been around a lot longer than 2 weeks because of the relationship and performances that we have on the screen.
I just say it wouldn't kill you to have a title card. Okay? Well, I don't know. It takes 2 seconds.
Sure.
All
That
right.
line of dialogue. Hey, son,
Yeah.
I know we've been together for 7.5 years now, but how do you feel today? There
it.
you go.
It's good writing.
Mark it down. But it is a very sweet scene. You're right. He gets to confess to him that he's in love.
And he thought it was something much worse. And
That's
the
right.
kid's like,
What could possibly be worse than this?
and as a kid, you know what? That's a great line.
It's a perfect line.
Love is terrible when it's not a two-way thing.
Yes.
Or at least, or you don't know it is anyway. Like it's torment.
Totally.
Yeah.
I remember even older than this guy, you're pacing back and forth, you're dialing, you want to invite them to something,
Oh
you
my
get a
God.
number maybe, you're like sweating, you don't know how to react at school.
It's the worst.
I remember this girl, Megan, whom I was completely infatuated with at 8, 9 years old, and she was like, I like you this much. I was holding her hands in a certain way. And we went to March break, and I couldn't wait to get back to school afterwards a week later. And it was like, how much do you like me now? You know?
Oh my God.
And it was like this much, and it had been cut into like a third or even.
Ouch.
I was like, Jesus,
That's
I got
cold.
so much time to make up.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of world you're like life and death stuff. It all feels like love. I remember getting a postcard and sending it with like sweethearts. This is what a 10-year-old brain does. It matters so much.
Where is she now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't.
Keep in touch.
No, not since elementary school.
Well, not
but-
after she.
No, after
you know,
that, my gosh.
Yeah, come on.
So things are felt so deeply at that age that I totally buy this scene.
Yeah.
Neeson, his fear is I can't relate to this kid because there isn't that buffer anymore. And that's something I can relate to on some level.
It's like Jerry, George, and Elaine. If you remember that episode.
That's right.
Where Jerry.
You can't take one out of that equation.
Yeah, he's the linchpin. George and Elaine are just talking to each other, and they have nothing to talk about.
Nothing.
So they end up just talking about Jerry,
Yep.
and then they get into repeats rather quickly.
Yeah, that's an appropriate use of a Seinfeld reference, and I commend you. After 5 years,
usually
you
are, are
finally
they not? Oh.
snuck it in at a time that it made sense. It didn't derail the conversation.
Well, I have another good one in another 5 years. You know somebody we haven't seen for a while?
Who's that?
Billy Bob Thornton. We haven't done anything since Simple Plan.
That's right. Which he was phenomenal in.
Amazing.
Academy Award nominated role. I thought could have won.
And he was great in
So
Armageddon as well.
He was so good in A Simple Plan.
Yes, he was. I think, as much as I don't think any of this is necessary in the movie, he plays a good president.
Totally. And he gets to talk about their special relationship, which you and I have spoken
yeah,
about in
absolutely.
our archives. Another TV movie off Dave's shelf.
Hey, you weren't complaining when we did it. Or maybe you were.
What comes from it, luckily, is a great scene of patriotism and pride. And certainly by comparison to GW and certainly the president currently, you want more world leaders to do this.
Oh, absolutely.
right. And so it
sure.
allows for a great scene and a great speech from
In
a
that
good actor
respect, yeah.
performance.
It's just never, it would never happen. So to me, it's completely unrealistic.
These are movies, David. Did
I
you
know
that?
that,
These
but they
are-
got to be
these are
somewhat.
fictions.
They
They're-
have to be somewhat grounded, unless it's a cartoon,
Yeah.
anime.
Sure. Or have four brothers in them. Other than that,
Have you been to Detroit? That's Detroit, buddy. But I agree. Like Hugh Grant, David,
yes.
great name by the way.
It's pretty good.
I would kill to have a leader like this.
Yeah.
They just don't exist.
They don't exist on stage. They exist behind the meeting, behind the doors.
Maybe.
They couldn't go on public
Oh, no.
television and do that.
Heavens,
right? Like,
no. Not even on TVO.
That's right.
And that's television that matters. Just so you know.
In case you're wondering.
Yeah. But yeah, again, it's none of this would really happen, but it's a yay for
Yeah, it's
Britain.
beautiful. I love it. I love that scene and I love the speech.
No, it's a good speech.
Yeah, well, that's all the movies. Again, like it's a fantasy. These are movies that.
This is definitely a fantasy
Mhm.
movie, which is a little bit misleading because I thought it was love, actually, but it's fantasy,
Actually.
actually. That's the problem. Bullshit, actually.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's the problem. I think what we need to do is talk about Emma Thompson.
She's a fantasy.
She's the most real thing in this.
Yeah,
She's
she's incredible.
incredible. You just took my word, you
Sorry.
bastard.
Edit it out. You won't even know.
And I'm not a big Emma Thompson guy,
Interesting.
generally speaking.
Sure. You probably haven't seen a lot of her movies.
I'd get her mixed up with the one that last name is Thomas, and she was in the first Mission Impossible. They look nothing alike, but she's also a British actress.
Kristen Scott Thomas?
Yes, that's it.
From her English Patient.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sure. I don't know. But I want to talk about her too.
Yeah, let's talk about
I want
her
to talk
a little
about
bit.
strong British female leads.
Okay. Yeah, she's excellent. Now, in this moment, she's opening up to Rickman, who can't for the life of him understand why someone might still be listening to Joni Mitchell.
I never did.
She's incredible, a Canadian icon.
That's true.
And Cameron Crowe's going to be making a movie about her in the near future,
Alrighty, Roo.
which is wonderful. if you get a chance, you can listen to songs like Coyote, which is great. Both Sides Now is incredible, particularly this version in the movie. And a song I love called A Case of You, which is something to listen to as well. It's incredible. Anyway, she's wonderful. And I think to myself, in the modern age, everybody's listening to old shit.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Like, you know, like it's
you
not
can't
like
be criticized for that.
Yeah, like Joni Mitchell, sure, but she's iconic. Singer-songwriter's been around for a long time. Brilliant songs. As a person that listens almost exclusively to older music, I get maybe a little offended.
You were offended, yeah.
But I think generally speaking, people know those songs, so it feels a little like you shouldn't be that surprised.
Taking a shot at Canada.
Yeah.
That's what
Also,
this writer's doing.
Ultimately, she's your wife. You've lived in that house together. You probably have heard Joni Mitchell at some point.
And Platinum Blonde, maybe. Another good Canadian.
Could be, absolutely.
There, that won a couple Junos.
Yeah. Speaking of fantasies, a little earlier, you alluded to you want things grounded in reality,
Somewhat.
which is not really how I would place your particular taste often.
What are you talking about? Everything I do is grounded in reality. Die Hard, Looper, everything can be like it's grounded.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, this movie has a fair amount of contrivance.
Fair.
You can't argue that.
No.
A little bullshit. A little bullshit.
What isn't bullshit is the Pointer Sisters, and Hugh Grant just can't control himself.
Oh.
And this is your favorite scene in the movie. I want you to tell me why.
Hey,
It's on the record. I see your notes right here. Love it, I see,
No.
with 3 exclamation marks.
This is what I wrote down. What are we even doing here? Like, I don't understand what I'm watching anymore.
Uh-huh.
It was harmless, and it's a good song,
Yep, great song. 45 minutes into the movie. You need a little pick-me-up.
but I have no idea why it's here. I don't need him to dance.
Apropos of nothing. It's a silly scene.
It does take up a lot of time.
I will take 10 scenes like this versus anything with Colin.
Not Firth.
No, be clear.
There's instances in this movie, though, I felt confused to what the director was trying to do. Are you trying to be funny? Is this
It's a romantic comedy.
Well, that's what I was confused, because I didn't get that. I don't get romantic comedy out of this.
What is missing from that equation?
Romance and comedy.
Interesting. You don't find anything funny.
Here and there, but I wouldn't label this as a romantic comedy. It's just not at that level for me.
Literally on the box art, it reads the ultimate romantic comedy. So
That's very misleading.
Clearly.
Very misleading.
I will say that it is not as funny as it probably could be
or
for that
should be.
for that type of thing. A romance.
Love at first sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in those kinds of things. So, as a person that has literally felt that twice in his life, it matters. Those are things that I fully agree with.
I love at first sight. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just how it's portrayed in this movie. Actually, let me backtrack a little bit. This Hugh Grant, I actually like.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, I was worried there.
Doesn't sound like it.
You might get the wrong
15 minutes
idea.
talking about
Well,
not.
he's dancing. Like, I don't care about that. But we glossed over at the beginning is their introduction. That moment, I'm like, okay, this is your story, and I'm with it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Everything else about it is rushed. That's the problem.
Okay.
A lot of rushing lately. A lot of movies.
This is 2 hours and 15 minutes, so maybe it's trying to cram too much in. I don't know. But there are elements of this that I don't really feel are rushed, and there are elements that are Colin and deserve to be excised.
We're in agreement on that one.
That's right. Now, speaking of Colin, not the character, but the actor, Colin Firth, he's in France at the cottage with a Portuguese housemaid.
Does he even need a housemaid? Like, how big of a mess is he making?
Also, how big is the house? Not that big.
I question it all.
He likes Portuguese women. I don't know.
It
Makes sense to me.
Like, apparently.
But his goals are to write the book. It's a little bit of a subtle jab somewhere in the subtext of the scene, but I'm pretty sure he has an alternate version of the first chapter of this book. And I think that's important. Anytime you're starting to write a novel, make sure you've got an alternate version of the first chapter.
I thought it was bad enough that in Wonder Boys, they had book in the car.
Yeah.
And it flew out of the car because the door opened. But you wouldn't anticipate that happening. This is even worse because you have it outside.
Yeah. With a rock on it.
And it's clearly windy.
Yeah.
It's just a recipe for disaster.
It's her fault.
Of course it's her fault.
He's got a rock on it. The paper weight is on the paper.
It's still risky.
Of course it's risky, I'm saying, but he took the measures. It's her fault.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they get together if that's the case. I don't think so.
No.
You want to talk about fantasy?
Yeah.
That's the fantasy. That's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
There's no way that I have the patience to put up with someone like that.
A D-rocker.
A D-rocker.
Absolutely.
On a windy day. I'm writing my heart out over here. But she has a tramp stamp, and I think he's taken by that. Speaking of 2003.
I'm thinking this guy falls in love with this woman in this instance.
Seemingly.
Because of the stamp tramp. Is that what it is?
The tramp stamp?
The tramp stamp.
Yeah. The camera pan pulls down just to
She
show
looks
it.
good in underwear, which we both do as well.
Of course, absolutely. Too bad we're not on YouTube, guys.
Because we're both in our underwear right
That's
now.
right.
And this is why I prefaced this conversation with telling you that the Hugh Grant and Natalie story I liked.
Yes.
Because I knew we're going to take a 180-degree turn here, because this is the worst relationship story in the movie.
Yeah.
It's completely ungrounded, not reality. Makes no sense. It really irritated me. What did you think of them both saying the same thing in different languages unknowingly?
I think that this movie thinks that this scene in this relationship is very cute.
And they think it's enough.
Oh, I mean, I think it's enough because they just expect you to,
Expect me to what?
Again, these are romantic movies. You just assume people are going to get together or not get together.
Uh-huh.
But I think the writing of it is what they would call too clever by half. It's so specific and designed so that I think people would look at that and go, "Oh, that's cute. Oh, look at them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the hijinks."
To cover up the fact that it's completely unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think about things like that as believable or unbelievable.
The only thing I believed was eels. It's like Sulu when he says shields. Eels. I don't know.
Raise them. It's definitely, this relationship in particular is not one that stands out as being of a highlight.
If we decide to rate them, I can tell you right now, it's going to be pretty close to the bottom.
Don't spoil it.
Just, that's how much it's irking me. I felt like I had missed a scene with them.
Oh, sure, because it's rushed.
Yeah. It's yes, but when I watched it the second time, like, no, I didn't miss anything. This is just not.
No, there's not much happening
good.
in this scene, and ultimately, it's written in a way that is not particularly, for lack of a better term, believable.
Mm-hmm.
And it has one sweet line where the best part of my day is driving you home.
That's nice.
There's no reason why that is the case.
No,
but I like that it's there.
No reason why she's there at all. His house is perfectly clean without her. Now, this next scene, I believe.
This part. Okay.
Because Keira Knightley's in it.
And if you had a camera in your hand,
come on.
All Keira all the time. KTV.
I'm creepy. I'll say it. No, I'll say it. I'm a creepy guy. No, I'm just kidding. But I can see someone being infatuated with their best friend's wife.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not personally.
No, of course.
But she's absolutely beautiful.
I was once at a bus stop at school, and my friend's ex-girlfriend was at the same bus stop. We hadn't seen each other in a few months, and obviously she stopped hanging around. And there was a moment where I thought, maybe you make a move. And I took a poll, and my friends were like, don't fucking do it. Don't go near it. Don't touch it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, obviously. But I think that it's normal to have that thought.
Sure.
It's just you don't execute it, obviously.
This guy executed it all day long, all night long. It's a little extreme, and I find it uncomfortable.
Yeah, were you?
I don't really like Mark's performance.
No, Mark's terrible.
The squinting eyes and the delivery, everything about him I think is bad.
You don't like the squint. We know that.
Exactly. But I think Keira watching this and watching her face, piecing it together.
Yeah. It's challenging to play scared and flattered at the same time.
Totally. Yeah. Like, am I going to be murdered right now?
Exactly.
Am I going to be a hostage?
But she nailed it.
Yeah, I think she's really good.
I think she was nominated for this, wasn't she?
No.
Okay.
But he says it's a self-preservation thing. You need to let yourself out.
I think that's what you do.
So I'm going to treat you like shit as a self-preservation thing.
It's the right move.
I don't think it is. And I think that even worse move is what happens later. But I don't think that's the move.
What is the move?
What are you accomplishing in both this guy's next two scenes? And we'll get to the last one, obviously, in time. But what is the goal? Is it spank material? Right? Like, you're recording so much footage.
By disliking her that much, it's a cry for help. I want you to know that I like you.
Sure.
And I can't come out and say it.
Sure.
Because if I act normally, you'll never know. There's part of him that wants her to know.
Okay.
Believe me. I know. I've done it.
Sure. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I just think this guy's going to blow up his best friend, their marriage, his relationship.
Oh, it's not recommended.
Just so that she knows something?
Love, man.
Yeah. It's just pheromones, though. It's
chemicals.
Just
it's chemicals.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah. I did really good at chemistry, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Not so much
51%.
on this episode. But this scene I just think is terrible, although we did get Dido. And it's been a long time since I've heard a good Dido song.
I never have.
And it was a nice throwback to 2003 where she was
played
everywhere.
way too much.
It was played a lot.
I didn't like it.
She did that Stan song, too. She did the backing vocal on the Eminem song.
Mm-hmm.
She was a big thing for a little while.
She was.
And then disappeared. Never heard from her again.
That's okay.
Okay, I guess. It's something about her family and her career, but
Yeah, well.
as long as you don't have to hear her, I guess.
I got my own problems.
You know who else has got problems is Hugh Grant, and more specifically, Natalie. She's about to get redistributed.
Yeah, that's what you do in that situation, I suppose.
When he says, hey, my catering manager, do you remember her? And Chief of Staff says, you mean the chubby one?
Like, come on. What are we doing here?
It's ridiculous, but it does lead to Hugh Grant's best line in the movie.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, I love it.
What is it? Tell me.
I couldn't perform it.
You could do a Hugh Grant, buddy.
I couldn't.
Okay.
I couldn't. But he says, ooh, are we calling her chubby?
You're right. You can't do a Hugh Grant.
You can't do it.
You can't. That was the worst.
But it's incredible. It just makes me laugh every single time. And a movie that you're saying is not maybe as funny as it could be. It's those kind of moments that I think make it more comedic than you think it is. Kate, Leo, and ice cream. Did you watch Titanic for this show?
Eric Braeden? Yeah,
That's
I'm in.
true.
I'm
Absolutely.
in.
I think it might come off next year.
I think it would be a fun one to talk about.
Well, I think so too. And what's also going to be fun to talk about here is the decision Sam makes to play the drums. He's thinking, you know what? The key to a woman's heart? Music.
It's not a bad idea.
Look at Billy Mack. He shagged Britney Spears.
100%, well, allegedly. I think it's a good plan.
I think so too. I'd love to learn an instrument.
He's a smart kid.
Mm-hmm.
And this reinforces that I really like this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
The playfulness between them two. It's solid stuff.
You really get the sense that Neeson is like in full support of whatever's going on here. I think is a really sweet relationship that this movie builds, and it really delivers.
Yep. 100%. Grounded.
Rickman at the Christmas party.
Are they already a thing?
No, she is just like throwing herself at him at all times.
Okay.
And he is bewildered by this
Uh-huh.
and confused at times and excited and exhilarated.
She makes it really clear.
In that scene in particular, when she's sitting down, she like spreads her legs and it's all for you. Like these are very clear signs.
There's like going to be dark corners for dark deeds.
Yes. She's a little extra to me. I find her way too much in this movie.
Oh, she's terrible.
If it was 2003 and I was Alan Rickman, I might think differently. But in watching the movie, I'm thinking, tone it down.
Well,
and that's what ultimately Emma Thompson says to him, right? There's this great moment when they return from the Christmas party that she says to him, careful there.
I thought that was strange.
Oh, tell me.
You shouldn't have to tell your husband, hey, don't cheat on me. Just a reminder.
I don't think that it's specific, don't cheat on me. I think sometimes men or women actually don't really know. As an example, you just said, Mark wants Juliet to know.
Mm-hmm.
But Peter is sitting on the couch not having a fucking clue what's happening. And so she is saying, you may think I don't have a fucking clue what's happening. I do know.
I do know. Okay.
You need to be careful.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe you're oblivious. Maybe, Rickman, you don't see what's happening because, you know how it is at work.
Okay.
We just flirt. And she's saying, I see what's happening.
Fair warning.
Be careful.
Make the right call.
Yeah, like be aware. I know, and if you don't already know, you need to know that this thing is circling around.
Yeah.
So I really love that scene, and it's another case of Emma Thompson just sort of...
Hey, I wasn't questioning
I think
her.
you were.
No, I was
and
not.
I'm tired of it. And speaking of tired, Carl is pretty tired of waiting for Laura Linney
Oh, my God.
to make the move. Here we are, back at the Christmas party. They finally get a chance to dance.
Uh-huh.
And then what happens after the dance, David? They get a little frisky.
Hey, don't you dare jump over the fact that as soon as they start dancing, it changes to a slow song.
Yeah.
Talk about contrivance. That never happens. They just cut that fast song right in the middle, and now it's a slow song as soon as they
Every
get together.
time with these guys.
Oh, my God.
That's ridiculous.
What I'm saying is we're on the wrong foot. And
That's the dumbest argument. It happens all the time.
maybe.
Come on.
But you're right. They do have a moment where we do get to see a little bit more of Laura than we expected.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Again, not my type, but I'll watch it. I have to look at the screen.
You got to. It's the movie.
I'm not going to look away. We joke about the Francis character from Swiss Family Robinson
Absolutely, yes.
just being super annoying.
Yes.
That's what Francis means.
Yeah.
Someone who is annoying.
In the worst cases, it ruins the movie. In other cases, it's just an irritant. But yes.
Exactly. Usually just an irritant.
Yeah.
This is a Francis scene.
Oh.
We've never done that.
Bold.
I was just really irritated by everything happening in this scene.
Tell me why.
Very
Explain
frustrating. The phone rings.
Yeah, that happens.
It
Phones
yeah,
do ring.
Absolutely.
Trust me.
If you're about to engage in sexual intercourse, you would turn off your ringer.
Not in this relationship. That's the point.
That's the problem. It's not the point. It's the problem.
It is the point, but please continue.
Answers it the first time. Okay, fine. It's the second ring that bothers me. That phone call can wait. And maybe it's just me and my lovemaking. 5 minutes. That's all you need.
Sure.
You can call that number back. They'll leave a voicemail. Nothing is going to change in that time period. Just have sex.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Sure.
Half an hour.
5 minutes.
For me, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because we learn later, she can't do anything about that situation,
Sure.
about her brother.
Yes.
She can't make it better at that moment.
Sure.
Enjoy your life, at least to a certain extent. I think it's just way too much that it ruins her love life. Come on.
I will agree with you in that it is...
Like nothing bad's going to happen if she doesn't pick up that phone.
I think it is. And the problem with, and I've had some experience with this, is that phone call from your challenged on whatever level, your sibling or your in-law, whatever the case may be, those calls happen and you don't know what's on the other side of those calls. And we only get a little trace of it in the hospital soon after this. But this is a person that's clearly in self-harm. He's into... So that phone call could be anything at any time because of the volatility of that relationship. Her parents are gone. We're in London. He needs me. I am the only one. You take on that caretaker role to the point where it is your overriding.
It's crippling.
Yeah, but that's the point. So to put it in France's category to me is like, this scene doesn't happen. These things aren't real, and it's annoying. I can appreciate a frustration because you want her to be happy, or you want her to get laid at the very least.
Well, I was thinking of Carl.
And that too. But fundamentally, that relationship and that relationship with a person in hospital or with some mental illness or whatever the case may be, self-harm, OCD, whatever it is, those things, those calls can be life-changing and life-altering in the moment. And it is not as easy to ignore that call when it is the relationship that's going to last the longest. And I've been in that type of situation where those phone calls happen. It doesn't matter what's going on because the consequence of it could be something worse, and you just can't fuck around with it.
You're making me feel bad.
Well, that's been my experience with that type of phone call.
Where I was coming from is he's beyond her help.
Totally.
And at this point, I'm assuming this has been going on for quite a long time.
I think a very long time.
I think now you're just enabling it at that point, where if it hasn't got better by now, I think it's time that you at least try to have some boundaries and try to live your life a little bit.
Sure.
Now, I'm not saying ignore every phone call. Give me 20 minutes to have sex. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
No, I don't
think it's a little bit too much, a little too on the nose, and it's just frustrating that you can't have, again, 5 minutes of quiet time. And maybe I'm a terrible person, but I don't love this whole story.
The dynamic with her and her brother, or like the Carl thing?
The whole thing. The whole thing. Yeah,
it's really strange. I mean, only in that is, of course, as is our norm here, I love it. I maybe not love it, but all the frustrations I have are all from empathy and not from plot contrivance, bullshit characterization, shitty performance, bad writing. Like all of the moviness of it doesn't bother me at all. I actually think it's actually very real and very grounded. Whatever feelings I have about frustration and stuff is coming from, I want you to get laid. You've got your dream night happening with this guy that you've loved for
exactly.
And the fact that it isn't is the point of the scene, in that those phone calls don't get better.
Exactly.
The person doesn't get better.
Exactly.
And you can't pull away from it. That's the character, though. That's not like a contrivance. That's reality. Those are people that do that. And so that's why I actually think it's a really emotional and beautiful scene when she goes to the hospital afterwards to sit with him and he lunges at her to attack her. And
she gave up sex for that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't do that, my darling. This kind of empathy, this trying to calm him down. They're trying to kill me here. No, they're not. It's okay. All of that is, to me, heartbreaking in real emotional ways as opposed to anger ways, which it seems like you're presenting as like, Francis, this is terrible, doesn't believable, blah, blah, blah. And that I disagree.
No, that's perfectly fine. I just think at that point, you need to have sex.
You just need to fuck this guy.
If you're dealing with that day in and day out,
sure,
you need a release.
Yeah.
And I think we can both agree, and many others would, that that's a pretty darn good option. And this is like the guy that you've been pining for
Totally.
for 2.5 years.
I Totally agree.
You love this guy at first sight, and you're telling me you can't spare 5 minutes and just let the call go? That phone will ring again in 10 minutes.
To me, the problem, and it may be an enabling thing, but it goes both ways. So if she picks up every time because of what might happen on that other side of that conversation, let's say, right, the other end of the phone call, if she doesn't pick up the phone, what happens on the other side of that conversation?
I think your problem goes away.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dark.
It's a movie. It's not real, Phil.
No, but those are real. Like I said,
I'm sure.
I've had those relationships in my life where those calls are happening and you just drop everything, unfortunately.
5 minutes. That's all you need.
Sure.
Let's bring a little levity. And who can do that better than introducing Rowan Atkinson?
Mr. Bean himself shows up. I think we can both agree that Mr. Bean is a national treasure.
Absolutely.
To the British people.
100%. I would say he's a top 5 British people ever to exist.
Yeah, very high on the list. It's such a standalone moment in the movie, but it's fucking great.
He deserves it.
I don't know what you think of this scene.
I have high expectations anytime Atkinson is on screen.
Okay.
Mr. Bean or Blackadder, like he's just so funny, right?
Yeah.
He's not that in this scene, but he is still captivating.
Yeah. I find the scene to be hilarious, and I find whatever anxieties.
Oh God, yes. Rickman.
Rickman is just like, can we please just? Oh my God, looking back and forth. And even if it wasn't lascivious, what's happening, you still want to get the gift before the person that's with you. This would just drive me bonkers. But from an audience, it's just hilarious to watch, and the little flourishes and the final touches and the almost done. It's like, what else could it possibly? I'm just going to put it in my pocket. But I think it's a funny scene, particularly after we've had a couple of maybe more low-key, sad, potentially scenes. Frustrating scenes, exactly. We have an opportunity to lighten the mood. I find this scene very funny to watch.
Now we find out that Harry still purchases this gift.
Yes, absolutely.
And Emma Thompson, great actor. The way she goes into that pocket and finds the gift.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about this, and there's a lot of things I haven't liked, and this is just going to be one more.
Long list, yep.
The packaging is the same for the two gifts.
In a box.
So undercut me. I don't know if you remember this as a kid, but when you're unwrapping, you can tell, like, okay, this is a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
This is a CD. This is whatever.
I used to have a lot of action figures and toys, and you can like, oh yeah, this is the cardboard back, and this is the plastic front. Yeah, totally.
So it's not a really big deal, but this really is a pivotal moment in their relationship.
Absolutely,
because he was not careful.
No.
She finds out that she's not the recipient of the jewelry; she's the recipient of the Joni Mitchell CD, who she loves.
Yeah, this scene is incredible to me.
Well, I mean, Emma Thompson's in it.
Yeah, I just like everything about it. I love the setup. I love starting out with that Mr. Bean scene, dealing with her getting excited that when she confirms that there's the jewelry in it.
Yeah.
So she sets it up so that, okay, we're going to pick a gift. I'm going to grab this one. All of that is what makes this scene even better. It's the buildup. It's the anticipation. It's that I know this happened. I've already warned you about this other thing. Here we are.
It's a great setup.
I'm going for the gift I know you bought. And opens it up, and the look on her face is just incredible. The pain, and he is almost proud of himself. Look at me, I did the thing.
It's not a bad gift. Let's
it's
be
a
clear
great
about
gift.
that.
It's just not the gift.
Well,
he thinks he's playing it well, and the way she plays it is heartbreaking. It's devastating watching her go into the room. That song is playing both sides now. That particularly that haunted version that was re-recorded for this release. And she doesn't know what to do. She's just standing in the room, crying and fighting it and crying and fighting it and crying and fighting it. Finally gathering composure.
You have to for the kids.
Exactly, for the life, right? Like, this is your world. Makes the bed. It's a nothing thing, but it's like I need some stability and make something neat and orderly because my life just got blown up. All of that is conveyed in a couple of looks. Is fucking incredible. Her performance in everything up until this point is excellent. Like, it's her movie. It just steals the show.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not.
Please.
I'm not even going to try. He'll attack me.
I would. In this instance, I would fight you hard. And, to make matters worse, of course, we cut to Mia, who's trying on her brand new necklace.
Oh, yeah. Sticking it.
Just to stick it.
Well, I mean, she doesn't see that, but...
Well, it sticks it to the audience. We've been stuck.
The good thing is, though, on a positive note, Billy's song is number one.
Billy made it to number one.
Number one, the stand-ins, which we haven't talked about because there's no reason to.
Nope.
They had a great first date.
Wonderful.
Their fear of intimacy is moving along. They have a kiss.
Yes. They're very cute. Not quite button cute,
No,
but cute.
no, heavens no, not even close. Jamie's a shitty relative.
Oh, yeah.
Just drops off the gifts and leaves.
His brother's a little shittier.
Yeah, well,
If I walk
yes.
in and I'm like, oh, hey, you're the guy that fucked my wife, maybe I don't want to be here.
But he knew he was going to be there.
Fair.
He could have saved all this trouble. There's a moment where she kisses him. There's your opportunity.
Sure. He doesn't know Portuguese at the time.
Well, apparently they're saying the same thing anyway.
right.
So
Yeah.
just whatever. And then, my friend,
Here it is.
showcase
The
scene.
highlight of the moment.
Every movie has it. This used to be in my algorithm for a while.
Sure, yeah.
The cue cards.
Cue cards.
Hated it.
It's disgusting. Tell me why you don't like it.
Is this where it came from, though?
Technically, if you go all the way back, I would say that it's Bob Dylan, his music video
Okay.
for Rainy Day Women.
They had cue cards in it?
His whole music video is him just dropping cue cards. So,
okay,
yes.
so he's the problem.
I would say he's the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you like him.
64, 63.
But here we are, cue cards with Kira. Sounds like a good game show. As Peter, are you buying the fact that these carolers are just...
He's clearly checked out. It doesn't. This guy
He's
doesn't
checked
fucking
out.
matter. He's not even getting off the couch.
He's so not used in this movie, it may as well be Victor Sweet. I just treat it as if
Victor
he's Victor
Sweet is used in the movie, though. So I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't know either.
Okay.
But my point is, maybe she's better off with Mark if it's Victor Sweet because he's a terrible person. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. A year later, different movie, different character. She's better off.
That's what I'm getting at.
Went the long way on that.
The real question is, how did you like the cue card scene?
It's garbage.
Yes.
It's the worst. I don't understand. It's presented as like this most romantic gesture, this kindness, this sweetness, this beautiful moment.
I'm getting nauseous just thinking about it.
And I don't really understand why. If you don't think anything of it, it can just be that. And maybe in 2003, it was just that, which is
Maybe.
why it's ubiquitous. Because people would watch it and they go, oh my God, this is beautiful. It's cute. Say it's carolers. And because it's Christmas, and on Christmas you always tell the truth, you're perfect. These are all great, sweet lines. They're just not the lines of somebody that's your husband's best friend. What's worse is that she rewards him
The pity kiss.
for this exchange,
Yeah. PK.
runs after him for a kiss.
Yeah, you don't do that.
What is the point? He writes, without hope, without agenda. I want to tell you that you're the most perfect, beautiful, wonderful person I've ever known in my entire life.
Reverse psychology, by the way.
Totally. And it works because
Of
she
course
runs out
it
and
works.
gives him a kiss.
It does work. I'm telling you.
So what does this mean for Peter? What does this mean for Mark? And what's worse is it comes on the heels of what Emma Thompson and Rickman have gone through and are about to deal with, which we'll get to obviously soon. I do not understand why this scene is the sweet romantic thing it is. And I think the kiss is the worst thing you could do to somebody in this instance. And what's even worse than that
Chicks, man.
is him saying, enough. I'm good now.
Yeah.
There's no fucking
no
way.
way.
There is zero way that is enough.
Yeah, we can definitely agree on
This
that
is
one.
starting something completely off the rails.
Yeah.
And hey, you want to open up your marriage. That's cool. You do you.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark is going to be doing Juliet, and Peter's not going to have any fucking idea.
Yeah, that's not fair. Peter should at least know and watch.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Or not. But this is not I'm good now. I've accomplished what. He didn't have a goal, he said, without hope or without agenda. But one kiss. Oh, I'm good now. Fuck that. This will destroy them.
And you know, barf bag sales went up that year after that scene.
People love that scene, I think. Now I think people have turned around, but
It's
for
nauseating.
20 years, people have loved that
Oh
scene.
my god, my stomach! It could have been the hot dogs.
What's
after that.
shocking to me is there are scenes in 2003. I'm sure that this was one of them that I felt moved, and because
I'm sure you
I
did.
love sweet, I love kind, I love love.
We're so
these kind
naive
of
at
moments. But I
21.
think in hindsight, I just think like, God, this isn't telling me what I want to hear.
Was I ever that young? As they say. You know what's funny is this changes to the most harmless relationship in the world
Yeah.
with Billy and his manager
Yes, that's right.
because it's not romantic.
No, love of
As
my
far as
life.
I know.
No, I wouldn't say.
But he decides to go to Joe's apartment, which is the name of a really good movie if you haven't seen it, coming off the shelf next year. I hope.
Wow.
I'll leave it up to you.
MTV film, Jerry O'Connell, Joe's apartment.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else with Jack Lemmon.
Oh, that's The Apartment.
Oh, that's The Apartment. Big
It's a
difference.
great movie. That's a Billy Wilder
There we go.
Academy Award
Yeah,
winner.
bring
we
that
are
one.
going to take it.
Yeah,
off.
bring that one.
Shirley MacLaine.
But instead of going to Billy Elton's, instead of going to other parties, he realizes that Joe, his manager, Chubby Joe,
That's it. Another
Is-
fat guy.
yeah, He wants to spend Christmas with him.
Yeah, I love that.
It's nice, other than the chubby
Yeah,
remark.
of course.
Yeah.
I really like that relationship. It runs throughout.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's a little mean-spirited at times.
but that's
But
that
you pay it off.
relationship,
Exactly.
though.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a very believable
Yeah,
relationship.
That one's grounded.
I'm in it. Absolutely. Everything with Billy is absolutely fantastic. It's a short, sweet scene, and then we have to go back to the Prime Minister.
Yeah, well, he's alone.
Yeah,
He's-
single, like most
Exactly.
prime ministers.
That's right.
Uh-huh. 4 in the history of Britain have been single.
Britain is a young
200
country.
years. You know the last time in the U.S., say, if I read this right? Now, some have died while in office,
Of course,
obviously, but
of
to be
course.
like completely single going in was 1887, I think.
Wow, hell of a year.
It was not.
No. Who was the president?
It doesn't happen. I don't know. I forget who it was.
People are saying, though.
So it's a hard premise to accept in a movie that the prime minister would be single.
Again, things like that, I wouldn't even think that.
You knew I was going to bring that up.
Well, sure.
Being single is really not an option.
It is not.
If you
It
wanna
is
get elected.
totally reasonable. It
Yeah.
just doesn't make any
Now,
difference
again,
to me in the movie.
I would love this guy
Uh-huh.
to be the prime minister.
Sure.
of
Single
Canada.
out on the town, singing, doing his
Yeah,
thing.
well, maybe not the singing, but man, he gets a lot of Christmas cards.
He's the prime minister.
That's
And
true.
he's good looking, and he's young, and he's single.
And he's single.
So you're gonna get
I think,
some.
yeah, we did mention that he was single.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Not since 1827.
1887, which prompts him to ask for his driver.
Yeah, he sees Natalie. Natalie says that she is his, which I love.
On the card. Yeah.
On the card, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
In a voiceover.
Well, sure. You gave the impression that she walked in. That's what I'm saying.
Well, people have seen the movie.
I would hope not. For their sake, do not watch this movie. Just listen to this and you'll get the gist of it.
So he needs to go and track her down. She's in the dodgy end.
We call it Vanier
That's
here.
right. And he goes knocking on the doors. And I think this is another really cute scene.
This I
These
do
are
like.
really, really cute.
Yeah.
These different families. Oh my God, are you? I love all of that.
It's not incredibly funny, but it is sweet and it's nice, and I appreciate it being in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the singing of Good King Wenceslas.
Fantastic.
It's great.
Hit all the beats.
Turns around. He's got this baritone behind him all of a sudden. Like, what the? That's fantastic.
Yep.
He bumps into Mia.
The neighbor of
Yeah,
Natalie.
Natalie.
Why not?
It's the interconnectedness, man. Why not? Why exactly? Why not?
Exactly.
The whole thing, Magnolia is the same. These are the worlds. You know, our neighbors are our neighbors. Oh my God, you worked with so and so? That's crazy. I worked with them someplace else. That's the world.
Not really, but go on.
It's 100% the world.
Really? Is Mia your neighbor?
No,
Then
but
it's not the world.
It's not. It's not so inconceivable
No,
that
it's
these
fine.
two people would live
Listen.
next to one another.
With everything that's happened in this movie up to date,
Yeah.
this is the most believable thing.
Yeah,
That's happened.
You just
It's-
throw it away sometimes.
yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
oh, please. I'm like, this is
No,
really
no.
not all that far
It's
fetched.
not, actually. In comparison, you're absolutely right. And he finally finds her with her family,
Yes,
all 12 of them.
there's a lot of them there. It's Christmas, of course.
'Tis the
What else?
season.
You're gonna have lots of people there.
Yeah.
but they still call her chunky and fat.
Oh, yeah, they did that
the dad
again.
still says something about,
Yeah.
even with those thighs or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong? What is up with this
don't
movie?
Get it.
It's crazy to me. Because then we're cut from there and we're into Portugal again
And you know the reason why we went to Portugal?
because they didn't have the conversation before.
That and so they had another opportunity to call someone chubby.
Chubby, fat, ugly, all
Yeah.
of these things over and over again.
Yeah, the sister, Dunkin' Donuts queen or something.
Yeah. Like,
It's
it's
your own
just
daughter.
brutal to me how that goes.
I believe the fact the father would sell his daughter.
That part
in
makes
Portugal,
complete
absolutely.
sense.
2003, sure.
But fundamentally, everyone in the UK, that we've met is coming down and into the Christmas party. It's Christmas pageant time. Everybody's showing up, and that's kind of a nice intersection.
We finally get to meet Joanna.
Truth. Yeah. She starts singing All I Want for Christmas Is You, which is just a banger of a song.
Yeah, and she's a great singer.
Yeah, she sings incredibly well. The crowd's enjoying it. And she has this great moment where she points to Sam, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and he's a big smile.
Oh, of course.
And then she continues, you and you and you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he makes
Reality check. Yeah.
the angry face. I like that dynamic between the two. But the song ends, as all songs do.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Dave impression.
Very good. Bang on.
So the song ends, and people disperse, very excited. And we get another last really quiet moment with Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman, where she basically says, "What would you do if you were me?" And he's playing the fool, right? What could you possibly mean?
Don't be coy.
Yeah, and she calls him out and basically says, "Would you stick around? Maybe it's just a necklace. Maybe it's a necklace and sex, or worse, maybe it's a necklace and love."
That's correct. I wrote that down.
And he says, like, "I screwed up." A classic fool.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Well, I like his delivery of fool. Like,
Sure,
like,
it crumbles.
Yeah, like I am an idiot.
Yeah,
like
I
he's
fucked it up.
He's a weak man.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I think he needs a little bit more groveling, maybe.
You've been really critical of Alan Rickman today.
No, I think he's great.
I don't know.
Check the tape.
She's very mature and she's tough.
Yeah,
she's
not
tough. And
pushing
she's
up,
portrayed that.
Yeah.
And I like that quality in her as a character.
Yeah.
He gets off a little bit easy, but
Yeah, I think that's the thing. But
Yeah.
I mean, they've got work to do, let's say.
Mhm.
But
like he's not.
I feel
terrible.
like his remorse. I feel that he's
Yeah,
aware that he fucked it up.
he's a human being and he made a bad call.
Sure.
The reality is, in a lot of situations, when you get older, you start to feel less attractive. It doesn't matter if you're happily married.
Of course.
When you have someone who's younger and takes
Pays
interest in
attention
you,
to you. Sure.
at the very least, you're going to find it flattering.
Yeah.
It's when you take it further than that is when
Totally.
you obviously get into trouble.
Yeah.
And in this case, he was weak and he did allow it to go further than it did.
Sure. And as a guy that pays attention to money,
Mhm.
my CD cost a lot less than that.
Yeah.
than that necklace.
Yeah. So as wrong as that is,
Yeah.
I do get the sense that that's repairable.
Yeah, and it seems so.
Yeah.
In the epilogue, they address it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But it's just another hallmark of her as an actor. It's
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
this relationship is being the most
Grounded.
interesting. Well, sure, that too.
Most
But it's really
real.
the most interesting of the movie. The rest is like you're saying, flights of fantasy and
Yes. This is
great
real
things too.
love.
But this is real things,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's ugly. Sometimes it's dark.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's beautiful, and it can be all of those things at the same time.
You said it. Whatever you watch as a young child, be it Star Wars, it affects you and how you may react to things for the rest of your life.
Shapes you.
It shapes you. It really does.
You're like, if I watch a Star Wars movie, I want to be an astronaut. If
No.
I watch a love story, I want to be in love.
I don't get astronaut out of Star Wars.
Okay.
I get a
Soldier.
father-son relationship. I get the
Out of Star Wars?
Yeah, Darth Vader and Luke.
Not in Star Wars.
No, I'm talking about the whole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the movie.
No, not
Yeah,
A
the
New Hope
series.
specifically.
Gotcha.
The way I look at sand people, I mean,
Completely changed after that movie.
absolutely, and that's wrong of me. That is wrong of me. They're not bad
They
people.
are good people on both sides.
Sure, they killed Anakin's mom.
And the Jawas and
They're fine.
yeah, they're all good.
Don't worry about it. But anyways, that's just like a funny side note.
Sure.
I actually really like this storyline.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And we find out she's leaving that night, Joanna.
Yes, absolutely.
Nothing to lose, buddy.
That's it.
Like literally, you have literally
Leave it
nothing
all on the
to
table.
lose.
Absolutely.
That's
Love
the
this.
best thing you could do.
It's the greatest.
It's very movie-ish, but it's a perfect blend
Yeah, this is
of
it's-
fantasy and love.
I think you're right. I think ultimately this is incredibly well structured, and partly because the kid is so enjoyable and his relationship with Neeson is so believable.
It's very
Yeah.
heartfelt,
So by the time you get to this, you're like, yeah, this kid's in love.
yeah, you are rooting for this.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not rooting for almost anything in this movie except this.
It's why it's at the end, ultimately.
I do question his ability to navigate an airport at such a young age. I struggle with it.
Yeah.
But you got to look past it.
Yeah, sure.
But you get lost. You don't go to the right gate.
You're confused.
This worked out really well, but I do appreciate the distractions that get him in there.
Sure. Mr. Rowan Atkinson comes back.
For sure.
Like a little guardian angel almost.
Exactly. It's
Didn't even have a ticket.
and then you have Billy on TV, which is distracting the other guys.
Everyone's watching him get naked on the screen.
Exactly. There's a lot of FAA regulations being broken
Oh,
here.
for sure.
But when you're a kid, you're going to get a slap on the wrist.
Of course. Don't leave anything on the table.
Yeah, for sure.
Craig Armstrong's score in this, it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It peaks at just the perfect times. A few years back at the Oscars, they put together a montage. You know, I love a montage, particularly in the movies. And they use 3 different scores, and it ends with this particular score playing. I could be moved to tears and get chills in my arms, goosebumps, at how powerful this score is, how memorable this score is, how perfect this score is for this movie, but also just in general. The uplift, the heroicism, everything about this score I just adore. And I love the soundtrack too. Obviously, Otis Redding, as I mentioned, Darling Love. But the music in this movie is incredible. You're looking at me as though you disagree fully, so let's have it out.
No,
Take a big old dump on what I just said.
I was going to ask you, did you like the music? And I think you answered it. That was it. Music is good, period. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's the scenes that it's representing is trash.
Okay.
In this particular moment, it's perfectly fine
Okay.
because I love this storyline.
All right.
So I'm with it. It's the
Okay.
Portuguese one.
Oh, sure.
I don't want to say glossed over it because I said that twice now. And now
Ignored
3
it,
times.
perhaps.
Yeah.
It sucks.
When everyone's following him and he's
Yes,
proposing and all that stuff and this grand score. It's a fantastic score, but this whole thing is bullshit.
You have a real problem with disassociating.
I do.
It's just the music, man. It doesn't matter what
It's trying to make me feel something that I shouldn't feel.
That's what music does in every single movie ever.
But it hasn't earned it
Okay.
in that scene.
Sure.
This earned it.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a better
Yeah.
scene. That's why I didn't mention the score until now.
Yeah, earn
It's
this.
the best. Because it is, I think, the best use of it.
Yeah.
It's the time I feel the most uplift. And I think part of it is that it ends with one of my all-time favorite songs. We're at the epilogue. The movie's kind of wrapping up. We got our final looks at the cast of characters while the Beach Boys, God only knows, is playing over the...
You
over
like the Beach Boys, eh?
Huge fan.
You
Sadly, we lost Brian Wilson this year.
Did. Well, you did.
He died. I feel bad.
You must have loved Full House.
Oh, for sure.
The
Yeah,
original,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're...
Stamos is still touring with the band right now.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I love that episode when they were on singing Kokomo. Absolutely.
They're on more than one.
Well, sure. Saw Brian Wilson live a few times.
Do you like the Beastie Boys?
Not as much.
Okay.
I do like Sabotage a lot.
That's the only
fun
song
to
I know,
play.
actually.
Oh, yeah. Typical.
Yeah, but no sabotage here, luckily.
So here it is, your last looks. What are your sort of thoughts on how things tie up here as we wrap up the movie? We've got a big cast. We have everybody gathering at Heathrow. Bring it full circle. It's a month later.
Yeah, it's a month later.
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm going to sum this last set of scenes with 2 words. And I appreciate if you don't ask me to explain.
Okay.
Hot garbage.
All right.
This is absolutely terrible. I hated it.
You have to explain why.
That's why.
You have to. You can't. It's such a harsh term.
It is harsh.
That you would have to back that
You're
up.
right. You're absolutely
Otherwise,
right.
it's really.
You're right. You're right. And it
if
is
you had
hot.
said it's really okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's not okay.
But that's so explain to me
Nothing
what the
about
problems
this
are.
is okay. Maybe there is one okay thing in here.
Tell me all about it.
Okay. Let's talk about the worst one first.
Okay.
Colin.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to talk about Colin.
Well,
'Cause it
yeah,
sucks.
it's because it's hot garbage.
Yeah. That'll give you.
The
but
whole
that doesn't make
thing
the
is
scene hot
complete-
garbage, which makes him hot garbage.
Oh my God.
Tell me more. Bring up the next. Let's go.
I like how you know
Set
that's
it up.
terrible.
Of course I know it's terrible. I've said nothing good about Colin this entire fucking episode.
Well, you can't
Why would you
avoid
think
it.
this is my time to defend him? No, this is great. When he comes off this with Shannon Elizabeth and Denise Richards, this is the moment.
I want to hear you say that whole storyline was hot garbage.
It was absolutely hot garbage.
Okay.
I think I said it worse than hot garbage earlier.
It was nice to see Denise Richards, though.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's never nice to see her.
Next up, Liam Neeson with Claudia Schiffer.
The Hall Pass.
But she's not playing Claudia Schiffer. She's playing Karen or Carol. I don't remember which one it is.
She looks like Claudia Schiffer, so
It is.
wins. Yeah.
But it's dumb, okay?
I think it's cute. I like that.
It's just
I
silly.
Find that cute.
I don't at all.
Clearly. What's next?
The Prime Minister at the airport.
Questionable.
You think?
Questionable.
And with that relationship, I'm with you at love at first sight. But now, because they got exposed at the theater with the kiss, what if she has a different stance on abortion? What if they have nothing in common?
What's a month later?
I know, but because of that public kiss, you have to stick it out.
No, he was single before.
Yeah, but you have to stay with her.
Why?
Optics.
But he was single before.
Yeah, but you can't get caught kissing this random girl. You have to, oh no, we're in love.
Yeah, and then it didn't work out because she wants to murder the children.
I know, but you have to put in like 6-7 months. I'm just saying,
They seem happy.
as much as I enjoyed Love at First Sight, the reality is you could find out like she's a Republican. Like, there's a lot of things that you don't know about this person. And you're all in before you know anything about her. That's risky.
Yeah, the heart doesn't care about those things.
But you're the prime minister, so there's more at stake.
Sure, you're saying like a background check. You're saying like the Oppo research is going to come in and just fucking eviscerate her and her fat thighs.
I think she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But he would not be at that airport.
That part I'll grant you. I mean, Air Force One, when it visited Ottawa, it landed at the airport like anything else. But you definitely get a discreet, you know, snipers on the rooftop kind of thing, not just hanging out in the baggage.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's a little crazy.
All willy-nilly.
That's right.
That's the worst of it.
Okay.
Harry went on a trip. We don't know where he went. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
The main thing is he's in this scene with everybody else.
Yep. And she gets to say, I'm happy to have you back, and she's fine. But
But
I will say that her look is that of someone who listened to her earlier self and said, would you just stand there knowing that something had been forever broken?
Mm-hmm.
She looks like something's been forever broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that.
She's not incredibly fine.
I love that the movie doesn't, for all of its faults, doesn't take the easy way out. It shows these two together, sure, but things have changed. Rather than just they come off the plane together, happy from some vacation that they all went on.
Yeah.
We get a moment of where she gets to show it's not fixed. And it's only a month later, and the stuff is still in the air.
Yeah. It's fine,
and there's
but not
more,
fixed.
Exactly. And I think that's
Yeah.
a testament to this movie in ways that it doesn't always do that.
I should have saved that one for last because that's the best one.
Yeah, certainly.
My apologies. Now I'm all out of order. We have the Portuguese woman in Colin Firth.
Yeah,
come
she
back
maybe
with
picked the
Jamie.
wrong man.
Maybe. It's funny.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think that is funny.
And Mark's still tagging along.
That part is the worst part to me. What the fuck is he doing there?
Don't know, Phil.
It doesn't make any sense.
I was hoping you'd explain it to
I will
me.
take a Colin because Colin comes home. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But for Mark to just still be hanging out as a throuple, unless they've categorized themselves as such,
They have not.
he still feels like a hanger-on, which means they're likely still carrying the secret, if you will, that this kiss happened and that it is enough and everything's fine, which we know it isn't. I don't buy it for a second. It pisses me off that he's there. He should be, if anything, there with like somebody or separate at least. But the fact that he's there as they come off from their honeymoon or something, and all of it just makes me really uncomfortable.
Makes me sick.
That is a bad storyline.
Mm-hmm. So we're not doing great. We have 3 bad ones, 2 okay ones, I think, is where we're at here. Not that I'm counting.
Sure.
The stand-ins, they're getting married.
Yeah, they're very happy.
That's perfectly fine.
perfectly fine.
Doesn't need to be in a
Irrelevant,
movie. It's
of
yeah,
course.
it's irrelevant.
Yeah. But they get a happy ending.
Yep.
Maybe you'll finally get a shag in, he says.
That's good writing.
Absolutely.
I think that's everybody. There's a few characters that thankfully don't show up.
Yeah, no, they're busy.
Yeah. Laura Linney's just answering her phone.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Couldn't get away.
Yeah.
Or she's in the hospital still because maybe her brother slit his wrists or had to be tied down for the night.
Wow, man. You get dark.
I'm telling you, man, that's the shit that goes on.
I don't doubt it.
It seems like you do.
I don't doubt it.
I don't think you're giving that particular relationship enough credit.
I just think she should make 5 minutes for sex. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
That's perfect. David, you've made it very clear, but why don't you just summarize, if you could, your feelings on the movie?
Happily. Now, this movie wasn't all bad. It's
Questionable. Just check the tape.
My opinion of this movie, again, it's just my opinion. Me and many critics.
Yeah, you and many people are saying.
I think why people like this movie, because it is masked by known actors and a good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I think those two things could give you the illusion that this is a pretty good movie. And Emma Thompson is amazing in this movie. But I don't think doing quantity over quality is a recipe for a good movie. I only really connected to 2 out of 8. That's 25%.
Yes.
For those wondering. The movie is relatively entertaining. I will give it that. I was never really bored.
Okay.
So that's a bit of a win.
Totally.
I really liked the first 30 minutes, but it just fell off the rails. I just had too many moments like, come on, guys. That's not plausible. Like, it doesn't have to always be plausible. I understand that. But this movie is set in real life. That's the problem. We're not in a galaxy far, far away. We're not in Harry Potter. We're not in a cartoon here. We're in a movie that's representing real life. Heathrow is a real airport.
Yeah.
90% of the shit that happens in this movie would not happen.
Okay.
And that's just too much for me. And despite the great performances by a couple of the actors, Neeson and Thompson, I'll say their names because they're absolutely amazing.
Credit words due.
But if my favorite story about love, which is apparently this movie is supposed to be about, is with the 10-year-old kid, I think there's a bit of a problem. That's my opinion of it.
Dave, you ignorant slut.
For those who don't know, it's a quote in a movie.
That's right. Dave, I couldn't disagree
As much.
No, I have to say you've made some salient points, and I agree with you on some of it, but fundamentally, I can't get on board for the things that you find so upsetting or so distracting or so derailing of the movie. There are things in this movie I think that are completely extraneous, that completely undermine its goals, particularly the fat shaming, particularly the Colin character, certainly, and all of that has no interest. The porn is funny. That these two...
I did find that funny, yeah.
I didn't. So it's like extraneous, again, unnecessary.
Like the irony of it was...
Of course.
Cool, yeah.
And it's a chance to show more boobs on screen. Like, I get the principles behind it, but it's not really relevant to the story they're trying to tell. The things that work, I think, work incredibly well. I find most of it to be enjoyable, like you're saying, light, funny enough, great soundtrack, great performance, generally speaking, great cast. But where it falters, I think it really stumbles. And I think that by having, like you're saying, too much bloat, too much stuff in the middle, I don't care about many of these storylines that a smaller version of this same movie with the characters I care about or the storylines that matter. I think this movie is an A+. As it is, I think it's sitting at a C-. And I think as I watch it over and over and over again every year, because I do enjoy watching it, strangely.
Yeah.
But the things I like more, and the things I don't like, I dislike more. And that gap is widening. And that's why I probably in 2003, I probably gave it an A.
Sure, yeah.
Right? And it's
a lot of people did.
It's more and more watching that I'm like, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, I don't like that, and now it's at a C-. And
Now, is C for classic? Because I don't think it's fair to call this movie a classic. There's too much wrong with this movie.
That's a good point.
You want to watch it, you enjoy it, it's entertaining. I'm not going to take that away from anybody.
Sure.
What I feel about it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but I draw the line
at classic.
At calling this movie a classic. I find calling Elf...
Same year, I think.
Yeah, and I think calling that a classic is a bit of a stretch.
Wow.
Yeah, well, maybe I have a tougher classic... Threshold, yes, thank you. Than a lot of people.
Maybe.
I think we throw around the word classic a little too liberally.
Wow. Elf, to me, is classic.
And I'll give that to you.
This one, probably not.
Okay.
In the grand scheme.
I needed to hear that from you. I really did.
But this classic episode has to come to an end, David. And we do appreciate you listening. As always, please follow us on the Facebook page. Share the podcast with anybody you know. Next time you're at the airport, just toss the podcast out to your friends and family. Over the holidays, for sure, we'd appreciate it. And let's talk to you next week.
And I care about people in mental hospitals, just
questionable.
So you know.
Listen, if you go back, I do not think your sensitivity comes
5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah. Good night.